coming to you live from Mankato, the morning walkthrough Friday, August the 4th. We've got Geoff Nichols along with us. What we wanted to do today is give you an idea of what actually happens in the morning walkthrough. I got to tell you, Geoff, it's not the most scintillating thing you've ever seen. Tell the fans what happens and what are they really trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. I know morning walkthrough, sometimes people call it the drag of the day, but it's a really good time for the team to take through all of their formations, line up in their base defense, the nickel defense, do their rotations at a slower pace before they get on the practice field this afternoon. It really allows the coaches to understand and get the players on the same page of what they want to accomplish for the day.
You know, it's funny right now, we look behind us, we got the defense over there, okay? We don't always have live buys, we got trash cans over there. So give them an idea of what that's all about. It's not because people don't want to participate, they're looking for something very specific with those.
Right. I mean, when you line up in the morning walkthrough, they have offense on one side of the field, defense on the other. So you're not necessarily lining up the offensive line on the defensive line. So it's really just a placekeeper almost for an offensive line type space, kind of so the players can visualize the holes in their stance and understand which gaps they're actually supposed to be blitzing through, and if they're necessarily working on stunts, understanding where one player is going where the other is not.
And you know, at the same time, while you look at all that, you know, fans looking at one thing, they want to cheer for Teddy Bridgewater when they see him, Sam Bradford when they see him, but from your standpoint, even though they're really almost a quarter speed doing this, what are you specifically looking like? If you're a GM, a coach, what do you get taken out of this practice?
Really just a player's understanding of the system, seeing where they are. They go through morning meetings and they have nightly meetings as well, seeing if they're learning from the mistakes they made from the previous day. That's a big one. And just also seeing how quickly they're progressing, seeing if players are running the same route. I mean, that's a common one, something they want to get corrected as soon as possible, and understanding why that's happening and having a slower time to be able to explain to players what they're doing wrong and how they can improve.
Okay, we got fans at home watching this on Twitter right now. Give me an indication from your perspective, a little bit of a sleeper, maybe one or two guys that you've seen that's really popped out in the last couple days. Yeah,
on the offensive line, Danny Isidore is someone that I'd like to watch more of in the preseason. He's definitely nasty at the right guard spot and has proven to come up big. I mean, he moves a lot of people in the run game. The big question is how well he'll hold up in pass protection or how quickly he'll progress. On the defensive side of the ball, I guess Ben Gideon is someone that we can kind of keep our eye on. I know people out there at the draft and 4th round, I believe, weren't quite as excited about that pick as some others, but he's really rotated in well. I mean, initially they had him at the backup middle linebacker spot once Kentrell Brothers went down with an injury, but more recently they've been mixing him in on the weak side linebacker spot. So he might not necessarily start in year one, but he definitely has proved to be very versatile in what he can do on the field.
And you know, we talked about it before, when you look at Ben Gideon, a little bit like Mike Mowdy, everybody gets excited about it. In the case of Ben Gideon, this game doesn't look too big for him, does it?
No, definitely not. He's really good at working through trash, which is something that it's kind of instinctual in nature. It's something that you can't necessarily coach. When you watch him out on the practice field, especially in the afternoon, you can see him get to the ball carrier without many people holding him up on the way there.
Sounds good. Well, look for more from us this afternoon from interviews. You'll see the tweets from Geoff as well. Behind the camera is Mike Olson. I'm Tom Moore and Geoff Nichols from Mankato. We'll see you in the afternoon.